You thought I would miss this video? Come on. What's up, guys? GeorgeTheCloud here. Welcome to the channel and welcome to my life. We have What I've Done, Erase Myself by Linkin Park, Mission Souls Family Band studio cover. Now, I got bit by a dog this weekend, so I had to get a tetanus shot and I've been dealing with the symptoms. And so maybe that's why you haven't seen me posting as much, but don't worry, I am here and I am feeling better. An absolute banger of a song. I will probably dive deeper into it. Of course, I've heard it many times before. Who has it? Come on, if you have to be kidding me if you have never heard this song. And if you really haven't, then you should check out the original for sure. But let's get into it. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you have interesting requests you'd like me to check out, see, I'm still feeling the effects. Please go to my Coffee page or Patreon. It really helps out a lot. Grab some popcorn, fill up your water, put your headphones on, and let's go. She's singing. Now Nasus. It is a masterpiece. It's haunting, it's emotional, it's dark, and it's beautiful. First things first, we hit the like. I am subscribed, and I'll have a link of the original video down in the description below. I'm, I'm sorry. I'm just Linkin Park. I get the chills every time I hear their music and people covering their music, because they are simply one of the greatest bands of all time, at least to me personally. And it's such a hard thing to put into words, like how impactful they were in the early 2000s for the new generation. And I know a lot of people in the audience watching these reactions, maybe you come from the older decades, right? And you've enjoyed the other bands from the 80s, the 70s, maybe even the 60s, and therefore maybe you're not so familiar with Linkin Park, in which case I highly recommend you check out the original and more of their music, because they would blow you away. The original singer, rest in peace, Chester Bennington, just an iconic, very emotional, like soulful, real voice. And it's like, that's what I look for in musicians and singers. It's like the perfect example. And this family band is showing that as well. And the big surprise with this cover is that all three sisters singing. Stacy, of course, usually with the lead, but then we had this part. It really like surprised me when Anisha jumped in, and then Nasus. But this part over here, and it worked so well because right there the vocals were kind of soft. They're kind of how would I describe them? They're really kind of timid, kind of from the inside, and she has a really great voice, you know, to be able to pull off that part exactly. Whereas Stacy is like stronger. She's got this like more of like, I guess, aggressiveness to her voice, a little bit deeper, and she can create that impact when needing to like belt out the vocals. But when you have something like this in this section where it's like, okay, we're gonna go down and feel more personal with the lyrics, then I think she was great. And then at the end, Nasus, which is usually on the keys, she was also singing. And I was like, man, this is awesome. They're all, I don't think I had seen this before, where they sort of equally distributed the vocals of the whole song. For the most part, it's like somebody takes the lead and the others are backup vocals, right? A lot of the times there's so many layers that yes, they may be all singing, but they're backup. They're not like what they just did here. Just a tingling sensation from the start when you hear the melody on those keys. Let me see what the people are saying here. I've been waiting a long time to hear all the three young ladies share lead vocals in the same song. This is what I'm saying. And this performance exceeded every expectation I had. Yeah, I'm sure the comments, people are going to be very excited about this. Let's actually look into the song, because maybe you haven't done that yet. Maybe we don't know. I think this came out around 2005. I forget the exact name of the album. It's escaping me right now, but I think it's from one of their best albums. So it's released on April 2nd, 2007. It served as the lead single for their third studio album, Minutes to Midnight, and later became the main theme for the 2007 Transformers movie. Of course, that's what kind of blew up the song, and it's really connected to Transformers. If you haven't seen the movie, then yeah, I guess it was a good movie. I would have to go back and see how it aged, but I would say the first one was pretty good. And I think actually all the Transformer movies, they had a Linkin Park song as their soundtrack. They had some sort of collaboration continuing there. There was a Grammy nomination. Yeah, and let's go into the meaning of the song really quick, even though we can tell that it's, about forgiveness. I think maybe you looking for other people to forgive you, but also for yourself, like trying to find that inner peace because of the mistakes that you have done. So this is an anthem of personal accountability, regret, and the pursuit of a fresh start. The song explores the painful process of confronting past mistakes, letting go of a destructive past self, and finding redemption. Yeah, pretty much. The lyrics center on accepting fault for past actions rather than making excuses. The phrase "in this farewell" symbolizes saying goodbye to a former toxic version of oneself. This is what I'm saying. It's like you have to talk to yourself from the inside, really, to get that peace of mind. Because sure, you can get the maybe the consolidation of other people, you know, telling you this or telling you that, or having like their support. But at the end of the day, if you're not happy with yourself, then it's gonna be tough. Lines like, "So let mercy come and wash away what I've done." Oh, man, I wish I could sing. "Reflect the desperate need to wipe the slate clean." Oh man, just I have to. I don't know if I ever reacted to the original music video. I don't think so. I reacted to one of the original videos of a Linkin Park song, but might have been In the End. I forget already, but okay. Minutes to Midnight. Oh, it's actually past midnight here, but I guess close. The Doomsday Clock. The album Minutes to Midnight references the concept of nuclear warfare and the proximity of humanity to self-destruction. And I guess the political statement, the song and album serve as a reflection on the political and environmental crisis facing the world. Interesting. That, not to get carried away, but I'm thinking about 2007, and I think there was a lot of political talk going around. And I know, like, it's the same as it's the case today, but there are certain years that kind of stand out in like political heat. And for me, I think it was, I was very young at the time, but I remember there was like a lot of talk of like global warming. There was the hurricanes that were very strong in the United States, like Hurricane Katrina, that was in 2005. And at this time, I think George Bush was still president, and it was transitioning over to Obama. Then we had the Great Recession and stuff like that. So anyway, yeah, man, Linkin Park, I hold this band near and dear to my heart, and I actually should go back and react to more of their music because there's a lot that I don't know. I've been reacting to some of the recent releases from the Close to Zero album. I forget exactly, but with the new singer, which is Emily Armstrong, and the songs are still incredible. Don't get it twisted. But yeah, I have to go back at some point. Anyway, they completely nailed it. And it's incredible to see just like young kids representing the music that has such power. I don't know if they understand like how powerful this music is that they're playing here, but they're doing it so well. And like I said, huge surprise with all three sisters singing, and of course Ice killing it on the drums. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, and at the end do a flip. Till the next.